Alrighty guys and gals, it finally happened. You're like, what? My electricity is finally out and out for an extended period of time here, is what it sounds like according to the electric company. So, like I'll show you right now, like nothing happens. I got nothing here. I got my light switch. This does nothing. The light would normally be turning on and off right there. Nothing with my garage. So I have a freezer and a fridge that I need to power. I do not have the thing where the truck plugs directly up to the house, but I can still use the power from the truck. I love Pro Power, so I'm going to do that. So how I recommend to do it, you could actually do it a few different ways. Actually, there's a couple plugs inside the cab. I can run power from there, from inside the cab, or I just open up my lid here and I got Pro Power from in there or from in my front trunk. I'm gonna try my front trunk first to see if I can open that. Looks like I backed it up enough where there shouldn't be a problem. Let's see how it does. Oh, it's gonna hit, no. All right, well, I got a bunch of dry cleaning in there, stuff that needs to go to the dry cleaners. All right, so that opened up, so that's gonna be good. I'm gonna go ahead and plug in the front power. That should be able to be enough. If it's not, to do a freezer, I'll run another cable to the back, and yeah, let's get started. If that doesn't work, because some people are like, wow, your truck is actually stuck in the garage. It's not. Let me just show you the backup way to do it. You see this little emergency thing? All you got to do is you pull that and you release that, and then you manually open up. You manually just lift up your garage by releasing that. So that's one way to do it. But since my truck is in here, I'm gonna go ahead and use this Pro Power right here to plug in my freezer and my fridge, and we'll be all good. All right, something to note first here. So I got in over here on the driver's side, is that I anyways, and I think most Lightnings are the same way, you have to start it. You have to turn it on first. I always return to sport mode just for the fun of it. Click OK. It's going to give me a warning here saying that something's plugged in, and do I want to provide the power? Is not shut. Supply power to front outlets. Yes. So it will still run. So then what I do, because here's the interesting thing right here. It's going to actually show me how much power it's using. I just have the freezer plugged in, and right now it's only using 110 watts. So that's really good. So I'm only using the front, and that's pretty awesome. But one of the things that I did want to point out, I actually don't have the update. Like, I think it may be something that people have actually turned on or something. I do not have the update that basically says that it'll leave this on with the truck turned off. So what I have to do is I have to go in here and I have to turn off, it's not liking that, I have to turn off the AC. I have to make sure that everything here is turned off. So it looks like that's good. And look at that, for the freezer it's only pulling 100 watts. That's pretty cool. So now we're gonna run a wire to the fridge. Oh, here's something else to note. I actually did unplug, because I'm still using the portable charger here. I unplugged my truck because it was plugged in last night. So that is one of the main reasons for leaving your truck plugged in. I just charge it up to 90% every night for the most part. I mean, if it's only down to like 80, maybe not, or 70, but if it gets below 70 or around 60 or something like that, I ended up plugging in and charging it up. But this is the main reason why, because now this thing's using power to supply power to my fridge, and my freezer and my fridge. So I wanted to show you this. So look at this. So this is how I have to get, because look how tight a fit this is. I'm in my garage, so without doing all the manual opening stuff, you know, it's kind of tight, so I can't get around there very easily. Not gonna be climbing over the center console or anything. So I just kind of scoot through the back here. A little bit of unnecessary information. All right, now that I'm back on the other side here. So yeah, I got the freezer plugged in, so we're good there. Now I'm gonna run a cable for the fridge. Woohoo! Let's go ahead and, all right. Got those two plugged in. I'm gonna run it all the way to the fridge. All right, if you look here, I got my fridge plugged in, Fridge is working and on, so that's cooling off. So basically all I had to do was pull the fridge out a little bit. Then now that's working, and let's go see how much power it's actually using. All right, so we got all those plugged up, and what's the verdict? Well, it's still only using about 110 watts. That's probably because the freezer and fridge don't use that much, but also because the freezer only kicks on every once in a while. So that's pretty much it. This thing is going to last a long time. I don't know how long the power is going to be out. Actually, we did look it up, and sure enough, they're saying they do have somebody en route or somebody here, like they've assigned one person to fix it. It should be done by 4:30 is what they're saying. And as you can tell right now, it's 1:38. The power's been out for about 30 minutes or so. So that's just an estimate. As you guys know, sometimes power's out for a little bit longer, but we got the trusty truck here, and there it is. Now it kind of goes up, so it looks like the freezer kicked on a little bit. So we got 220 watts it's actually using when both of 230 when both of them kick on. So not concerned about the amps right now. Those really don't use up that much electricity apparently. So yeah, this is awesome. We just ran a couple of cables, as you saw, and ran one inside of the fridge or one inside of the freezer. Now, the downside of this is I don't actually have the whole house thing going. So right now it's about 72 degrees outside, so it's not that hot. So we're not really running the air conditioner that much or anything, but if we need to, we can come out to the truck and sit in the air conditioning if we need to. And also, the other cool thing is we're inside, we're able to access the Wi-Fi from the truck. Can you show me Wi-Fi speed? All right, so now we're gonna actually run a speed test, still operating Wi-Fi while the truck is powering everything else. Wi-Fi is running. We got, looks like 30 megabits per second, 31. So not bad for the download. Upload's a little bit slower, but right now we are about 40 feet away from the truck. So I think that's pretty decent speed right there. That's pretty awesome. So we're able to use the Wi-Fi on the truck at the same time, and just lots of fun little backup things. But again, it doesn't plug up the whole house thing. I don't have that, but I just still think this is really cool. And as it persists here, you know, I may even be able to help some neighbors out or something, but then I would have to open up do the manual lift of the garage and run some more power out there. Check this out, 90%. That's pretty awesome. It's still at 90% after running for about 2 hours, powering my fridge and my freezer. Started at 90%, ended at 90%. That's awesome. Yeah, I just thought I'd do a quick little video here and show you just what a great, just another awesome use for the front trunk, for the Pro Power onboard, for the Ford Lightning in general. Man, that is a win. You are awesome, Ford. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for including Pro Power onboard. You are awesome. And thank you guys for watching, and I will see you on the next video.